right, Shalom. Let me start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Makah Kodash. The honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the house of David. All right, I want to get to the topic, the brotherhood, man. All right, because the brotherhood, that's very important, man. All right, and we need it. Let me start off 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 17. All right, it says, honor all men, love the brotherhood, fear Yahweh, honor the king. All right, we have to love the brotherhood, man. All right, because let me just get it. Matthew. Because we ought to see Yahweh Shai, and the brother. All right, because Yahweh Shai, he said, 2 or 3 gathered in his name, there he is in the midst of, man. All right. This is Matthew chapter 18, verse 20. It says, for where 2 or more, it says, for where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them. All right, so if you have the opportunity to, to be around, the brothers, to congregate, all right, you got to do so, man. All right, because 2 or 3 or more are gathered in the name of Yahweh Shemel Shai, Yahweh Shai is in the midst of that, man. All right, you get more in tune with the spirit, all right, and Psalms 133 and verse 1, it says, behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity, man. All right, unity, having that one mind, all right, one mind, one spirit, especially when brothers are going through certain things, because every brother, they go through different paths, but at the end of the day, you're gonna have somebody that's gonna be that may be going through something very similar. All right, because let me get 1 Corinthians 10 and verse 13. It says, for there hath no temptation taken you but such as is common to man, but God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that you may be able to bear it. All right, so it says there is no temptation taking you but such as is common to man. So there's nothing new under the sun. We all know that. So there's no new temptation, that a brother may be going through that somebody else may not have gone through, man. All right, because there's other brothers that may have more experience. All right, so we have to love the brotherhood, man. And bear each other's burdens, man. All right, it's one in Galatians. Slovakia, I think it's Galatians. This is the Galatians chapter 6, verse 1. It says, brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such an one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. So you see, may see a brother, he may be going through something. All right, it says, ye which are spiritual, restore such as one in the spirit of meekness, man. All right, so when a brother may be down and out, he may be, you know, may feel like he's getting weak. We come to him in a spirit of meekness, man. All right, because you know that same spirit could be upon us. It says consider thyself. That's why it's good for the brotherhood. To because when you're going through something, not to just hold it in, and not tell nobody. All right, you supposed to express it to the brotherhood, and they can restore you, man. They can boost your spirit back up, through the scriptures, man. All right, verse 2 it says, "Bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Mashiach Yahushua, man." All right, what's that? What that law? Hangs on one thing. It says, I believe it's in Romans. Hold on, let me get it. I think it's Romans 13:10. It says, Romans 13:10 says, "Love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law, man." All right, and we all know what love is. Love is correction, you know, rebuke, correction, according to the law of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. All right, and let me go back to Galatians. All right, and verse 3 it says, "For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself." All right, but let me go back to verse 2. It says, "Bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Mashiach Yahushua," man. It says, bear, bear another's burdens, man. All right, because at the end of the day, like it says in Corinthians, First Corinthians, the 12th chapter, if I'm not mistaken, going into the body, we're all one body, man. All right, the just roughly paraphrase. I'm not going to get into it, but the ear, is not more important than the eye. The eye is not more important than the feet. All right, the feet is not more important than the hands. All right, the nose is not more important than the mouth. So on and so forth, man. All right, we all one body, one spirit, man. All right. All right. Let me get. Let me get Leviticus. 19 verse 17. And it says, "Thou shalt not hate thy neighbor, thy brother in thy heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him." All right, and that's what the brotherhood does, man. All right, with the brotherhood, we correct each other. All right, we uplift. All right, and we all uh, have that one goal in mind. All right, which is uh, reaching the kingdom. All right, and because I read Psalms 133, how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. All right, because this is going to lead to my last scripture right here. Um, I just forgot. Oh yeah, I think it's. It says, "Gather yourselves together." Because a lot of people like to bring out this scripture, unity, you know. But we're trying to we're gathering ourselves together in the spirit, man. All right, we're getting ready for the return, of our bride, man, Yahweh Shai. All right, this is Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. It says, gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired. All right, it says, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the shaft, before the fierce anger of the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you. Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be that ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger, man. All right, so that's what we're doing, man. Through the Spirit, we're gathering ourselves. All right, we're trying to get each other right, man. But at the end of the day, the scriptures say, work out thy own salvation with fear and trembling. All right, but at the same time, we help each other out because we need that uplifting, man. All right, praying for one another. The scripture says, "Pray without ceasing," man. All right, and we're gathering ourselves together. All right, getting ready for the marriage of Yahweh of Yahweh Shai, man. All right, that gathering, man. All right, so I just wanted to touch on that. Lord willing, this was an edifying video. All right, we're coming into the time of Jacob's trouble. All right, the Lord, he may not have you around the brothers, so enjoy the brotherhood while you can, because the scriptures also says in Second Ezra, you shall desire to hear another man's voice. All right, so we can't take these times for granted. All right, so I'm gonna close out with that. Lord willing, this video is edifying. We give all praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakar Kodash, the honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. Peace and mercy to the house of David. All right, to the next lesson, I say Shalom.